What's up, Badgers? It's Oscar. I'm back again with another episode of KCC SPIN, coming to you live or recorded from our studios in a secret location at KCC. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good. Hope that winter term has been amazing. We had a week of snow, which was really unique and different, but I mean, it was awesome. It was fun to sit at home for a week and, just not do much. But, it's springtime. Hopefully the snow stops a little bit and we get some sunshine. We get some, some good weather. And today, so I got a special guest today. He is this new student that I met a few months ago, and he works in student life with, as you guys know, Cassandra and Devin, and he's been working on this forge machine that we have and doing some, creative things, figuring it out. His name is Ethan.
Hi, I'm Ethan.
What's up, Ethan? How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
You feeling good?
Yep.
Yeah? Is this too early for you?
No, not at all.
So the reason we brought Ethan on the show is we want to just ask him a little bit. He had a really different experience in where he went to high school, and I find him very interesting and unique. So I just want to just ask him some questions, have him share a little bit of stuff with us, his experience here at KCC. So Ethan, let's dive into it, man. Like, tell me just a little bit about yourself, and then I'm just gonna bombard you with questions, man.
So yeah, I'm Ethan. I'm a student here at KCC. I'm studying at advanced manufacturing, and I work at student life, and it's been pretty fun.
Yeah. What's your plans after KCC?
My plan is to transfer to OIT to finish off my degree.
Do you have a job in mind that you're trying to go for? Like,
Mechanical engineering.
okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. That's the plan.
It's about to get fun.
Yeah.
Once you get to OIT. That's really cool, man. So one of the things that you shared with me before when we met is that you lived outside the country, and that's where you did your high school years.
That's true, yeah.
Is that Uganda?
Uganda, yeah.
Uganda. Where is that exactly, man?
It's right in the middle of Africa.
Oh, wow.
It's like smack dab, right in the middle.
So how long were you there?
4 years.
Wow. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about Uganda itself, and then let's talk a little bit about schooling and stuff. But just tell me some stuff about Uganda.
Pretty cool place. It's about the size of Oregon, but it has like 44 million people. So it's like
crowded.
Yeah, it is pretty crowded. It's there's lots of jungle, kind of wet terrain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you were there for your freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, all high school.
Yeah, all high school.
So what was your experience like in high school, man? Do they all speak English? Do they? I mean, what's?
So yeah, English is their national language.
Yep.
But a lot of the people in like the villages, they don't speak English very much.
Okay.
So they were learning it in the high school and in the primary school.
So is it like different language in the villages, like dialect?
Yeah, there's different dialects. I don't know what they are or how to speak them. But
yeah. So what was your experience there at the high school like? I'm sure I'm assuming you went probably to elementary here in the U.S. and then you went over there. What was the hardest things to get adjusted to, and what was probably something that you're like, this is actually different but kind of cool?
The hardest thing was like being away from my brothers and family and friends.
Oh, yeah.
So, I had to leave them. Like, even if you're with your parents somewhere else, if you don't have your brothers there, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
But the cool thing, I think, just the people. They're all super nice, super friendly, and like they're very creative.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like they have crafts and all this cool stuff that they make. Like
DIY?
Yeah. It's pretty.
To an extent?
Yeah.
Wow. So how many brothers and sisters do you have then?
I have 2 brothers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that must be tough. And you're youngest or oldest?
I'm the youngest.
Oh, yeah. So, you don't have your big bros with you.
Yeah.
So when you were there, what do you think is one of the biggest difference, that you experienced in the schooling there versus maybe the school in the U.S.?
I think just the price. So they have school fees. School isn't free over there, and it is over here for the most part. So that's probably like the biggest need was money for school. Like they have food, clothes. Starvation is not really much of an issue, but it's just getting education.
So like you got to buy the books and
the books and
fees for the school or whatever. It's not like a public.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Was there? Did you make any connections with any friends or anybody?
I did. I made a few friends over there, but it's kind of like a different relationship. You can't really talk about the same things that you would here.
Right.
It's like the different cultures. It's hard to really connect.
What do you think? What was the one thing that you think you connected with those students? or made you kind of like, okay, I guess we're kind of talking.
I think their humor.
Okay.
Like when I first met them, like they didn't have any like sense of like American humor. But as you like start making jokes, they start
Yeah.
making up with their own, and it's just super cool to see them do that.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you participate in any extracurricular or activities after over there?
Yeah, I played football, soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah, but they
football.
call it football over there.
Yeah.
They're all super good. They're super fast, so it's hard
Really?
to keep up with them.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
So, Ethan, so this is your first year at KCC, right? So you got
Yep.
one more year or so to transfer.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one thing you like about KCC?
I think just the size. It's like a community almost, which is it's a community college.
Right.
But like you get to really connect with people and make a lot of friends. So that's the nice part.
So if a student, like I said off camera, this podcast, we want parents to see it, to get to know KCC and what the students are like, what the student body's like, the supports. We bring people to talk about resource. What would be one thing you would share either to a parent or maybe to a student that's just kind of browsing and going, I don't know which college to go to, right? And yes, we know we're very affordable in Oregon, but what do you think would be one thing that might not show on the website?
Just the support that like the staff give to students. If you need help, they're always there to help you. There's tons of resources, tons of people to go to.
Yeah,
That's been really helpful.
Yeah, and I think that's good advice, because sometimes as staff or as faculty or whatever, we can sell it like, oh, we're good, but we always try to focus it back on students to see what they think, what they feel. So in your current role in student life, and some of the activities that we do, what has been your favorite activity?
My favorite, I think, just helping out with the events.
Okay.
Like we did that Fuels for Finals.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed doing that.
Is there one that stands out that you're like, that was?
Yeah, I think the
Unique.
Rockstar one.
The
That was fun.
you were doing giving away some rock
Yeah.
stars, man. Yeah, it's fun to give students stuff, so
Yeah.
they can at least, it's a small thing, right? Like it's a rock star, but it's really to get them going and
it's free,
Yeah,
so.
and it's free. Yeah,
Yeah.
free rock stars, but just to fill them up to go to the finals things on the right. So I also heard that you were a musician, man. What
Yeah.
instrument do you play?
I play drums.
Yeah. How long have you been playing?
5 years or so.
Dang,
Yeah.
self-taught.
Yeah, self-taught.
Yeah. You have a drum set?
I do.
What kind of drum set you got?
It's an electric drum set.
Drum
Yeah.
set. Okay. Well, we should send us some videos of you playing, man.
I could.
See how good you are, man. So anyway, so you're going to transfer OIT. You're working in student life. You obviously experienced Uganda, which is different than most students. What is the thing that you what is one of your passions that you have besides obviously school, or what is like a hobby that you might have, and besides drumming, that you're kind of like, I really enjoy this.
I enjoy like sports. I like to run. I like to lift weights.
Okay.
So I've been doing that after school. It's a good hobby to have.
Are you saying you're gonna get on the mud run?
I might. Yeah.
Hey, that'd be great, man. So, Ethan, so what advice would you tell a student? You were a brand new student at one point, right? And then we kind of got introduced through a mutual person.
Yeah.
But now that you're kind of in school and working in like student life and getting to know a bunch of different people, funny, crazy people, what would be an advice to like a brand new student? Like they start in the fall, they get here, and I said it yesterday in the meeting we had. I'm like, I think college is what you make it be, right? And if you want it to be a very long and lonely time, that's very easy to do, right?
Yeah.
So what would be your advice for someone brand new that comes in that's kind of like, I don't know, people?
Could have two things.
Yeah,
First
sure,
would be to get connected with people. Like the student life office is great for just hanging out or getting resources.
Yeah.
And the second thing is to take your education serious, because it's a privilege. Like students over there in Uganda, like some of them don't make it very far. Like they get to 7th grade and they just quit. They don't get good jobs. So it's a privilege to be able to go to college. So
Wow.
I take it serious.
Yeah.
It's your future in front of you. So
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's actually great advice. I think, sometimes it's easy to just come to school and do right. And
Yeah,
be like,
just, I got to get my work done.
yeah,
But-
and it's like you're right. I mean, time flies. You know,
Yeah.
one of the things we always tell people is like, you can come in and spend 2.5 years to get a degree, or you can go work for 2.5 years. Regardless, 2.5 years are going to come by.
Yeah.
What you do in those 2.5 years is it's up to you, man. And I appreciate that you're sharing that as an advice. I think KC is a great place to go, but it's affordable and the size is great because you can get the support you need. What's been the hardest class you've taken at KC?
I think writing 121. I just I passed fine, but it's hard. I don't like writing.
Of it? Just creative writing.
Getting my ideas down, and like I'm too broad when I write, so it's hard to narrow down my topic and write just about that without going off rabbit trails.
Right. That's true. Yeah, writing 21's a tough class, man.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. So, anyways, big plans for the spring break or anything? No, just
not
hang
really.
out.
Yeah.
You a gamer?
Kind of. Yeah.
So, last question, man. What is your most absolutely favorite food, and what's the food that you dislike the most?
Food. I like hamburgers a lot. Like just a
good
burger.
Or
A
is
good
there
burger.
a place that you like it from?
No. Homemade. Yeah, homemade hamburgers are the
What's
best.
the perfect burger for you?
So it has to have cheese, fry sauce.
Cheddar, American cheese?
Yeah, cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese.
Fry sauce, lettuce, pickles, onions, and it has to have fries on the side.
No tomatoes?
No tomatoes.
Dang, that sounds like a good 4th of July burger.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite food that you're just like,
I hate mushrooms and eggplant so much.
Mushrooms?
They're
and
just,
eggplant. I don't think I've ever had eggplant, but
it's horrible.
really, not even sauteed or mushrooms
No,
on a steak?
It's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. All right. Well, what is we appreciate that stop by here at KCC in the KCC SPIN studio. I feel like you've done a great job working with like our student live office and providing some messing around with the force machine. We've been doing some pretty cool things. If you guys are interested in know what the machine is, go to Student Live Building 4. Ethan will be there. He can show you what the machine does. But it's a machine that we're just trying to provide more space for students to be creative and be able to do cool things. But I think it's been awesome, man. Just having you in the office has provided some different dynamics.
Yeah, thank you.
From all the people in the office there. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to share? Anything that you can think of that you can say? Here's what I would say.
No, I think
you're man of
that's
many
it.
words, and it's for those of you that can't tell, Ethan is very quiet. I had to really beg him for him to come on the show, but I think he did amazing. I think he's a very interesting, very smart guy. The conversations I've had with him, he has a very high IQ, and I appreciate that advice. Take your education seriously, like that. That's deep because it's easy to get caught up on the other stuff and the fun stuff and everything, and So I thank you, Ethan, for that. I look forward to seeing what happens, what you do when you go to IT, and hope you keep working in the office because we love having you around, man. It's been a good time. So enjoy your spring break or whatever you got planned, sleep or workout, whatever. All right, well, that's it from us, guys. Stay tuned for other episodes that will be coming out. Like I said, if you have questions, if you want to follow up, if there's something that we said that you're like, oh, I'm interested in that, feel free to send us a message through the YouTube channel, through social media. You can email us as well. But yeah, check out our website, www.klamathcc.edu. So, till next time.